Okay, what's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Tuesday edition of Morning Scone presented by Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, Parish Construction and Roofing. If you need an orthopedist, go to Brock and Roof, call Parish. Unique physique and unique aesthetics and wellness. Restored Motions, restoredmotions.com, and Bocock Brothers Premium Cigars. Use the code MAT25, MAT25, MAT25 for 25% off your order only through Christmas. Okay, good morning, y'all. We'll say some good mornings here in a second. Ends up being like every day is a newsy day, especially with the portal, because seemingly every day we have more people announced going into the portal. DJ Lagway, Dylan Raiola yesterday, a couple of big-time former five-star quarterbacks. If you missed it, had Juwan Johnson on AFR on Monday. And he said he's open to an LSU return. He's going to the portal to see what options might be out there that are best for him, but loves LSU, willing to do whatever it takes to help LSU win. And if Lane Kiffin wants him back and has a plan for him, he's open to coming back, which would be great. I mean, that could help solve some of your running back depth issues if it could work out that way. So you probably also saw on Monday Austin Thomas returning to Ole Miss. Not a great surprise. I think you're going to have so much crossover. You already do. I mean, a lot of the staff members coming over from Ole Miss with Lane, but then guys going back. You already have Kelvin Bolden already was rehired at Ole Miss last week. Now Austin Thomas going back. I think we could certainly see Frank Wilson go to Ole Miss and Kevin Smith come to LSU. I'm just going to tell you, man, if that happens, something to be mindful of is, Pete Golding is from Hammond. Austin Thomas obviously has great relationships in Louisiana. If they get Frank Wilson over there too, you're talking about a lot of dudes with some really deep ties to Louisiana. Could complicate things in recruiting. So just something to keep an eye on as you continue to see a lot of that staff stuff shake. So anyway, all right, y'all, please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, Facebook, like the page, share the post. We appreciate you. Say some good mornings. Get rolling here. Hey, Jacob, good morning. Transfer portal for quarterbacks, interesting. Lagway and Raiola. Yeah, man. So Lagway, Raiola, and we'll see what happens with guys like Underwood and the two Ole Miss quarterbacks. I did find it interesting that Trinidad Chambliss yesterday was asked, if he got an extra year of eligibility, if he expected to be back, and was very non-committal about that. Certainly tells you, there's the possibility he could enter the portal. And I don't blame him. I mean, listen, that's the thing where that guy, if you're Trinidad Chambliss, right, you probably don't have a big NFL future. But
get that waiver, would you anticipate if it's college being at Ole Miss, or would you have to consider everything because that's part of it? It's all year to year. So what would be your considerations in that way?
Yeah, no, definitely. You hit it right on the nail. I would have to consider what the best situation is for me, what I feel most comfortable with, who I trust the most, and just get a feel for every possibility really. So there's a lot that goes into that.
So, I mean, that's a guy came from Division II, probably got little to no money to go to Ole Miss this year, ends up the starting quarterback. Now he's done some NIL deals, right? I mean, there was like the AT&T commercial he did, which is great for him. But think of Diego Pavia too. It's like you get another year, you have an opportunity to maximize that year financially. Well, who's going to pay the most? I mean, I kind of get it, because if he gets the extra year, you better capitalize on it financially. So whether that's Ole Miss, LSU, somewhere else, I don't know. But it sure sounds like Chambliss is going to be open to going in the portal and seeing what opportunities are out there. Hey, good morning, Ben, good morning. Braylon Moore participated in Senior Day. What makes you think he returns next year? Did he? I don't think I saw him do that. I'm not saying you're wrong. I don't. And I didn't say he's returning. I said I would like to see him return because he can return. Anyway, I can't find the list. Let me find out. Shoot, I've just asked Braylon. Tiger Poppy, good morning. Let's see. Lane will get to pick top quarterback of the portal. This will be fun. He will. I don't think there's any doubt. Who the top quarterback of the portal is could be up for debate or discussion. I mean, Fernando Mendoza wasn't perceived to be the top quarterback in the portal this year. He ended up winning a Heisman Trophy. So it's more, can you get one of the top guys that you think best fits your system? Hey, Patrick, good morning. Coffee time. Hope everyone has a great day. Happy Hanukkah to all those that celebrate. Thomas and others. Absolutely. Yeah. Happy Hanukkah to all of our Jewish brothers and sisters. Sunday night was the first night, if I'm not mistaken, correct? So, yeah, of course. Happy Hanukkah to everybody. Sean, good morning. My wife and I work with kids like Drew, and they love Just Dance game videos on YouTube, especially Taylor Swift and Michael Jackson. Abner, good morning. Tiger Diver, good morning. Have a great day. Tiger Fan, good morning. Thomas, you got snow? No way. Or is that just like cold weather? Well, maybe I do have snow. Northern Alabama there, maybe. Good morning. Hey, Frankski. Good morning, Matt. Been awesome. Commented. Been on the night shift. Hope everyone is well with you and your family. We're great. Thank you. In your opinion, did AM get robbed to play in the SEC championship? Nope. They didn't. We have tiebreakers in place, and they didn't win the tiebreaker. I don't know. I don't know how we could argue that. I mean, the tiebreaker system's in place, so they didn't win the tiebreaker. I think when you talked about got people being robbed, that's when it has to come to things that are subjective, right? If someone's opinion kept you from something, but this isn't an opinion; it's a predetermined tiebreaker in place for the conference before the season starts. Murphy J, good to see you. Patrick, what point does cold plunge become hypothermia? Asking for a friend. I don't know what defines hypothermia. Hypothermia is a dangerous medical condition where your body temperature drops below 95 degrees Fahrenheit. I mean, chances are, I don't know, like chances are it could be bordering on that, which is why it's important not to go longer than like the designated times. I mean, you don't want to do something that's dangerous. So I don't know. I maybe one day I'll take my temperature after I get out of the cold plunge, just see what it is. But that's why Damian Broussard, good morning, but that's why, like, tell people there's also no science that proves going colder than 50 degrees or longer than 6 minutes actually has a benefit. Hey, Rocco, good morning. Mike, good morning. Josh, good morning. Jesse, good morning. Bob, good morning. Joey B, our playoffs realistic expectation in year one under Lane. I don't know how we could argue to the contrary. Now, again, I'm not saying I predict it, and certainly not now. We don't know what the roster is going to look like. But is it realistic? Well, yeah, it's realistic. I mean, I keep going back to the example of Indiana. I mean, Indiana is the losingest program in the history of major college football. And year one under Kurt Cignetti with a bunch of transfers from JMU, they made the playoff. They were 11-1 and made the playoff. So is it possible? Is it realistic? Sure it is. I mean, is it likely? Should you predict it? I don't know. It's impossible. I don't know what the roster is going to look like. Let me see what happens in the portal. Do they get a starting quarterback? Do we feel like they upgraded the offensive line? You're replacing a ton. You're replacing 6 of your top 7 guys as far as snap counts on defense. I mean, you're losing Pyburn, Peyton, Butler, Gooden, Guillory, West Weeks, Mansour Delane, AJ Halsey. I mean, you're losing a ton. So can you replace those guys? I mean, it's a giant question, Thomas. Day 3, let's go. Dodge, good morning. Need a Lane State University shirt. Hang on, I'll put the link. So here, I'll put the link. You'll see right there on the front, there's the T-shirt and the hoodie for Lane State. And make sure you check because there's bunches of different colors. So select your color. There's like white and gray and purple and gold and like the heathered purple and all. Anyway, check it out. Hey, Carrie, good morning. Eric, good morning. Armin, good morning. Good to see everybody here. Let's see. Morning, Matt. Has anyone been able to gauge whether Lane is enthused having this job? Haven't heard anything from him. Just a question. I know he's not real accessible. You know what I think might be the answer? So I was sitting in my cold plunge at 6 a.m. and I'm scrolling Twitter and Lane Kiffin has a tweet of a cup of coffee with a tiger napkin and says, "Here's to the start of a great day at LSU football. Thank you, Todd Graves." This was at 3:55 a.m. 3:55 a.m. Dude's in the football operations building at 3:55 a.m. Or maybe he woke up maybe that's at his house, 3:55 a.m. and then, but his keep grinding. Hashtag 1226. Oh, that keep grinding. Hashtag 1226. That's the day the transfer portal opens and he's walking into football ops. Look at the timestamp, 4:39 a.m. Down here, 4:39 a.m. Do you think he's enthused? Walking in the building at 4:39 a.m., getting ready for the transfer portal to open, like tweeting about the transfer portal at 4:39 a.m. I think he's enthused. Jared, good morning. Robbie, do you think Tulane has a good chance to win at Ole Miss? I do not. And if they do, that is a gigantic problem for Pete Golding.
Parish Construction and Roofing. At Parish, we've got you covered. From the top of your roof, all the way down. Parish Construction and Roofing. Parish built. Parish built. Parish built. From your hometown. ParishBuilt.com.
All right. Please smash that like button if you would. Subscribe to the channel. Facebook, like the page, share the post. Always shout out to Brock. If you need an orthopedist, you go to Brock. They're the best. All the subspecialties: neck, shoulder, elbow, back, hip, knee, spine, feet, hand. They got all the specialists. Pediatrics. Drew's been there before. When Drew cracked a bone in his shoulder. Well, that was weird. Had to make a little brace for him. Anyway, we went to Brock. Of course we did. They're the best. Parish Construction and Roofing. Remember, roof repairs, replacements, free, no obligation roofing inspection. We'd love to help you out. Parishbuilt.com, parishbuilt.com. A Unique Physique and Unique Aesthetics and Wellness. So Unique Physique, that's your GLP-1s, right? Semaglutide, tirzepatide, the weight loss shots. And then Unique Aesthetics and Wellness, which is right here. That's your aesthetics clinics. Great gift cards for the lady in your life. $8 unit Botox, everyday low price. And then, of course, Bocock Brothers Premium Cigars, code MAT25, MAT25, MAT25 for 25% off your order. That code is only going to be good through Christmas, so make your orders now if you have the cigar smoker on your list. Or for you, remember, they have the officially licensed LSU cigars. Great time to get them. 25% off, MAT25. 25% off your order. Okay. Back at it. Next time you interview Sankey, can you tell people at Monday Night Natties? I don't hate Monday Night Natties. And actually, Monday is the most watched night of television. Well, I guess Sunday night would be, but Monday during the week. That's why they do that. Dodge, when you get a chance to talk to Kiffin, will you mention keeping Frank? I don't think he needs me to mention that to him. Fish, what's good, man? Good morning. Hope you and yours are great. Jabs Solo, Leon Williams, Rudy, what up, Rooney? Good to see you, man. Hope all's well today. Bubba, good morning. Let's see. Robbie, I see Raiola's going to Texas Tech like his idol. Did he say that he's going there for sure? That would be interesting, though. So Dylan Raiola, the quarterback at Nebraska, does resemble Mahomes, and there's all these memes on the internet. If you haven't seen, like, the hair, the style, wearing 15, like he really does. It's like he's trying to be Patrick Mahomes. So Texas Tech would be interesting. Hey, Tom, good morning. Let's see, Matt. I don't see Ole Miss as a great threat to recruiting. Greater threat to recruiting than Texas may have been. Hate the idea of Frank and Oxford. LSU won't lose elite players. Hey, man, I'll just remind you, when Ogeron was at Ole Miss and Frank was on his staff, they got players to Ole Miss. Now, Ed just wasn't a good coach, but they had players there, man. And if you don't think Frank Wilson will get players out of Louisiana, look at Deuce Gerald's. I mean, Davern Gerald's Deuce's dad. He's a guy from Scotlandville who went to Ole Miss, played for Frank and Ed. Hey, Dad, good morning. Weston Weaver, good morning. Lynn, good morning. Top of the morning. Do you think this is the year quarterback draft, you have enough talent to replace all these old quarterbacks in the league? Or do you think in this draft, you have enough talent to replace them? Maybe. I think you look around and you look at the second-year quarterbacks that are starting to, Drake May obviously has New England with the second-best record in the league. Really good sophomore campaign here for Caleb Williams. Jaden, the injuries obviously have slowed him this year. So, but he had an historically good first year. So I think you got a lot of good young quarterbacks in the NFL right now. Hey, Club, good morning. Shay Dixon said Braylon was in senior day. Okay. I just don't remember that. I was standing right there as they were all running out. I just don't remember seeing Braylon. Good morning, Steven. Good morning. Frank hasn't produced a top tier running back in a decade. Let's see. Well, he came back to LSU. Well, I mean, in fairness, like he left LSU in 2016. So you're not going to get a top tier running back at UTSA or McNeese. So in fairness, and he came to LSU with Kelly in 2022, and they did identify Caden Durham as their guy. They hit there, and then he recruited Harlan Berry. So I don't know that I'm on board with that. I'm not down with that. Ask me after I know what the roster looks like. Good morning, and it does work. Hey, Brian, good morning. Happy Tuesday. I pray you're all having an awesome, blessed morning so far. Beautiful morning God blessed us with. Amen to that, Brian. Great sentiment. I love it. Cheers. Merry Christmas to you and yours. Hey, Lloyd, good morning. I think all the focus should be on the offensive line and the portal. Not all of it, but it needs to be there. You know, the other thing I'm going to tell you, I mentioned this in the Locked On episode. You know, you have, so objectively, we all agree the offensive line did not play well this year. But you do have a lot of guys that were high star rating guys, right? Like Weston Davis was a top 50 player in the country. Tyree Adams, Karis Kern was a 5-star. You know, DJ Chester was a highly sought after guy. Cohen Eccles. You got all these guys that were super highly rated, and now have a bunch of experience. Do we really think they missed and misevaluated all of these players? Or was it scheme and development? You see, because I look at it and I go, okay, Ole Miss didn't have on this offensive line this year, Ole Miss had, I think, nobody that's going to be a draftable player on their offensive line. But in 12 games, they allowed a total of 16 sacks. And by the way, they had a 1,300-yard rusher in Kawan Lacey. Do I think that Ole Miss's offensive line, that they just are so much dramatically more talented than LSU's? No. I think their scheme fit their personnel really well. So I look at it and go, can Lane Kiffin's scheme better serve these offensive linemen to fit with what he wants to do? Because I just don't know that I believe all of these guys are just terrible players. Like, did they just miss on 10 guys? Or they're all these dudes that were all 4 and 5 stars, top 100 prospects, they're all terrible? I'm going to let them with that. So I think there's going to be a blend, right? I think it's going to be an interesting blend of what guys are going to return that you feel like have a high ceiling, and then, you know, can you go into the portal and immediately improve with guys that are plug and play like you did with Moore and Thompson this year? Carly Cat, good morning. Leon, Saints defense ranked 11th. They've been playing great. Do we just concentrate heavy on offense, throw Ruiz in the long grass, start seeing him? I think there's absolutely still things that you need to address on defense. You need a pass rusher, and you desperately need a number one corner. But you also need a playmaker on offense. Like, you have got to get a game-breaking playmaker. So that would be my preference. That would be my preference for the Saints with their first pick to take probably the best receiver available. And my guess is they're still going to pick top 10, somewhere around top 10. And I would rather they take the best receiver available. Hey, Robbie, thoughts on Pavia's whining, rude comments after losing the Heisman? Yeah, hated it, man. We may have a Drew sighting on a weekday. Tell him hi. You say hi. Can you say hi? Well, here he is on a weekday with a big yawn. Mike, come say hi to everybody. Whoop. We're going to get dressed and go to New St. Lillian. Okay. Can we tell everybody good morning? That light is bright, huh? Can you say good morning? Did you bang your knee on the desk? I'm so sorry. Did that hurt? I'm so sorry. Can you say good morning?
Good morning.
Okay. You're crazy. All right, I'll be in there in a second. Bang his knee on the desk. Okay. Yeah, I didn't love. Actually, Chris Marlar has a column up right now at LouisianaSports.net. I'll link it if you're interested. He said the gist of it is Diego Pavia did the unthinkable. He made himself did the impossible. He made himself unlikable, which is crazy. I mean, you think about a guy with everything he's come from, like whatever the division, the JUCO that he was at, New Mexico State, and then the Heisman finalist from Vanderbilt. I mean, it's incredible, his story, and people are dogging him. I mean, and rightfully so, you know. Anyway, okay, y'all. I gotta go. Please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, Facebook, like the page, share the post. Appreciate y'all for hanging out with us. Thanks for all the Drew. Thanks for all the Drew comments. I appreciate y'all so much. Okay, let me get out of here. Remember, all of our sponsors are linked in the description on YouTube. Please, Drew on a Tuesday. Please smash the like button if you would, subscribe to the channel, Facebook, like the page, share the post. Locked on LSU is live. We've got AFR at 3, and we'll see you. Y'all have an awesome day.